Hello everybody, today we're taking a look at the Caddx Nebula camera. This is for the DJI Air units or the Caddx Vista systems for HD video. The Nebula camera is a 14mm wide mounting, so you're going to need to take note of that because the DJI camera is almost 19.5mm. The DJI camera weighs 10 grams and the Nebula is half as much at 5 grams. The stock DJI and Air unit is 44.5 grams. The Caddx Vista I have ready to go to connect to the Nebula camera comes in a little over 23.25 grams. I opted to connect this to the Vista, and the reason why I did that, and I see other reasons why you wouldn't want to do that, was because it feels like if you're going to be trying to save weight, that you're going to be wanting to save weight on your Air unit as well. In this case, you would use the Vista, so you'd save a substantial amount of weight over running the Air unit and the standard DJI camera. But I can understand for camera reviews why someone might say, well, you want the onboard recording, you want the best possible recording, and I understand that as well. But this is what I did. I understand if you don't appreciate it or you think it's a bit off. But notice those leaves on that tree, kind of weird looking, odd. I don't know how to explain that. And I'm going to back up here a little bit as the UPS truck pulls into the neighborhood to give you a wider shot of it. I am using the low latency mode as well as focus mode, so we should be looking at the center of the screen. That's where you're going to see the clearest picture. Of course, when I'm directly, easy line of sight, you'll see a nice full HD picture from corner to corner, and you can grade out the camera there. But we're going to continue to fly around, and you're going to notice that leaf difference, and I don't know how to explain that or really accurately describe it. It's almost as though, if you remember the Micro Eagle, it reminds me of that digital shimmer sort of stuff, but you don't see it all the time, and maybe it has to do with the different shades of the leaves or the coloration of green and how it's exposing it. I'm just not certain because I don't see it affecting other colors, at least in my view. I did this a few times, and why I used focus mode was because it moved around where the picture was clear. So for grading a camera, that makes it kind of difficult, and that's why you would probably use an Air unit, because of that problem. But we're going to continue to go around. We're going to look at different stuff. We're going to fly in and out of shadows, give you lots of opportunities to be able to grade the camera's performance out. And my question to you is this: the answer for micros? Being a microcentric channel, I've flown, what, 2 4-inchers in the last 4 years on the channel. That's as big as I've gotten in 4 years on the channel. So 99.9% of everything is 3-inch prop or smaller. Is this our answer? Is this what we're going to see? Of course, we're going to wish for more. We're going to want to shave more weight off. We're going to want that onboard recording. We're going to want a lighter camera. We're going to want a more robust cabling system. But there's a balance there. Is this starting to get to the point where those of us that love micros and want to fly a 3-inch prop or a 2.5-inch prop or even a 2-inch prop, is this where going to make us comfortable to where we might get invested in the DJI system, the goggles, the radio, maybe just the goggles? You don't have to go with the radio. Some people won't be a fan of that radio, by the way, because it is big and thick. The battery lasts forever and it's dead simple to operate, but I don't think I'm as effective as a pilot when I'm using that radio. But anyways, that's an aside. That's my question to you. Is this what we're finally looking for in micros? And what do you think of the camera? Let's talk about the product review that we're watching here as well. Is the difference there in the lighting of the leaves or whatever it's doing to the leaves, is that a no-go? Is that a go? Is it bother you? Does it bother you a little? Does it bother you a lot? I'm very interested, and I think it's also worth noting that the manufacturers tend to come and watch these videos at the very least, and I sure hope they're reading everybody's comments. So if you would, leave your comment down below about the questions I've proposed. I think it would be valuable for us as a community, as well as for the vendor to decide what direction they move in. If we leave feedback, we can possibly inject our focus. Of course, if our feedback is all over the map, then maybe not so much. And I did retune this. Some of you might know that I put this in the TransTec Beettle. It's running the 2.5-inch props, and I did retune this because we changed the weight quite substantially, going away from the stock Air unit and camera to the Vista and the Nebula camera. But I don't know if I'm seeing it consistently, and on my computer as I watch it back with you, I can't run the video full screen. It stutters and jitters. My computer's just not very powerful. But I'm wondering about my tune. I did work on the tune after I changed out the components to try to make it smooth and yet responsive and get the stutter-free video. And when I was flying it with that big screen in my face, I thought every once in a while, I wasn't sure what was going on at the time, whether it was the pitch and roll or the yaw axis, I would see a little bit of a bobble, an up and down shimmer. So I'm thinking that's probably pitch, but as I watch it back, I'm not seeing it, but again, I'm watching it in kind of a small window on my computer monitor. So what do you think? What do you think of my tune? What do you think of the camera? Is this the one we've been looking for as we finish up the flight? That's my question to you. And if you have any other comments, questions, suggestions, or otherwise, please let me know in the section down below. I appreciate your time. And thanks for watching. And if you thought that was the end, you'd be wrong, because it kind of looks kind of funny with this camera mounted in here now. I just thought I would show you. And I did get the air unit off of that sticky pad of the TransTec Beettle in my review. I talked about how I didn't think that would survive. It did survive, but I think it lost a fair bit of its stickiness, so I wrapped some electrical tape around it. Not a lot, just to make sure that it wouldn't fly out of there. TransTec Beettle, if you want to see that review, I'll leave a link in the description down below, as well as links to this product and the Nebula camera, all for your convenience.